So good morning everyone. This is the 5th day in Tokyo, the 4th full day. We're just about to head off to Skytree. It's been a bit of a late start. I woke up at 6 o'clock thinking, oh yeah, I'll catch the subway there. Arrive maybe about an hour early to try to avoid the crowds. But then I realized it's about 40 minutes away from walking distance. I thought, well, you know what? I'll walk instead. It's a nice day. And yeah, I kind of laxed out, and yeah, I'm running a bit late again, so let's go. Passing back through Kameda Shrine on the way to Skytree. This is quite a pretty shrine. Yep, so there's where we're going. Still another 10-15 minutes walk from here though. Oh, holy crap, that thing is massive. Forget how big that thing is until you stand right underneath it. This is, well, I don't know about now, but when it was constructed, it was the second tallest building in the world, just behind the one in Dubai. It just gets bigger and bigger. I need to figure out how to get in there. Just trying to get the ticket counter at the moment. It's very quiet here, so definitely recommend coming early. It's about 8:30 at the moment. We are on top of the Tokyo Skytree, and holy crap, that's a fucking down. Okay, so in this direction there, that must be Sensoji Temple, so that's the Asakusa district there. Oh yeah, and then down there was where we were at the first day with all the cherry blossoms. And that big massive one over there must be Ueno Park, which was where we were at a few days ago as well. Yep, so now we're on the upper deck, which costs another 1,030 yen to reach. Say, I'm not usually afraid of heights, but that is a bit nerve-wracking. Yeah, fortunately it's a bit, I don't know, foggy, so we can't see too far in the distance. So I don't think we'll be able to see Mount Fuji. But once again, that's Asakusa down there. Okay, I read up on this on the cell phone. Turns out that there is quite highly variable air quality in Tokyo, which should have been pretty obvious because it's not a city. So yeah, visibility is not the best at times. In fact, they recommended coming after a national holiday because you can the factories usually close on that day, so the air quality is usually better. Anyway, a few things of interest. So that there, I don't know where my thing is. That there is the Edo Museum. In the far distance, on that side there somewhere, which is Hatsi. If I zoom in, I think you can kind of see it. That's a Odaiba Bridge, or the Rainbow Bridge, as they call it. So that's the interesting things in that side. So of course there's a Sumida River running through there. On there, so as mentioned before, that's the Asakusa district with the cherry blossoms lined up at the front there. That golden turret building. Zooming up from that, that's Ueno Park in the distance there. And if I go into this direction here, once again it's a bit hard to see, but that's around where the Imperial Palace should be. Then in that general direction there's Shinjuku, which you can't really see the gardens because there's so many buildings around there. Now I don't think we can see Tokyo Tower, or at least I'm not seeing it at the moment. It should be somewhere in that direction. I don't know what's up with this thing. I've been seeing it all around Skytree. Yeah, I also forgot to mention somewhere in that general direction is where Mount Fuji is. Hopefully you can see it from the train tomorrow. I booked the window seat especially for it. Anyway, I want to test how good the zoom is. It's been a while. So obviously that's Asakusa Temple. Whoa! Yep, you can see some people in it. I forgot how good this camera was. Oh yeah, that's right, the shops goes all the way down to there. It's quite quiet at the moment. I suppose it's only 9 o'clock. Okay, just stopping by for a quick breakfast at the food court just downstairs. So it's one of those udon places where you purchase your udon and then you can pick the toppings you want. In which case it got eggplant, a crab, and a hard-boiled egg. Oh, soft-boiled egg, I think I'm not too sure. And there's a kitsune udon, so a piece of bean skin on it. So yep, that's breakfast. Let's say that egg is amazing. And I don't know what this crab imitation meat thing is, but it's also amazingly good. So we're currently on the Sumeda Bridge, heading over to Asakusa region over there. So I'm just gonna walk along those cherry blossoms again, just to see my opinions of them change since the first night. So we're back in the cherry blossom site at Asakusa. I'll say this, it's definitely better during the daytime than the night. Mostly because you can see the sakura trees a lot better. And you've got the crowds as well, which sort of adds it to a bit of atmosphere. But at the same time, I do think this is probably the weakest or the least impressive sight that I've seen so far on this trip. This probably because it's not such a high concentration of sakura trees here. Currently in Asakusa, this place here is where they have the massive giant melon buns, and so just have one there with some matcha ice cream. Just had lunch actually just about 5 minutes ago, so this is officially a big massive dessert. And I'll just wander around a bit afterwards, just having a few food snacks here and there, and also have a look around. So yeah, catch you later. Let's say those of you who don't know, melon bun, this actually just basically piece of bread with a sort of cookie topping on top of it. Despite its name, it doesn't actually have any melon flavor in it. It comes from the shape at the top, which is meant to look a bit like melon, but you can't really see it half the time. So yeah, I'd say on its own, it's just sweet, but with green tea ice cream, there's a nice different texture to it. Well, I just finished up at Asakusa, didn't want to stay there too long. I am currently at OG Station and going up to the nearby park for some more of the cherry blossoms. say so far this park is one of the better cherry blossom viewing spots. It's a nice density of sakura trees. It is pretty lively. There's a playground down the road, so plenty of families hanging out as well. Overall, I wouldn't say it's the most impressive of the parks, but it's one of my favorite ones that I've been in so far. So we got to at the moment to the big massive menu. The option I took is this one up there, the avocado and salad, plus a set combo, so I do get a drink. So this stuff here is melon soda. Looks poisonous, probably is, but tastes amazing. What's up guys, I'm back in my hotel room. Hasn't been the most jam-packed day so far, but I've still been out for about good 11 hours or so, so I'm still tired. The feet for the first time is not absolutely killing me, so that's probably a good thing because tomorrow's shaping up to perhaps be the longest day so far. I'm gonna have to catch the Shinkansen to Tokyo, and then from there I'm hoping to cover Asukayama Park, Philosopher's Path, and Asaka Shrine, all within the span of about 7-8 hours, and then after that I'm going to Osaka to meet a friend. Day after, still haven't decided what I want to do yet, but I'll still be in Osaka, Kyoto until about 7 PM. But anyways, today's been an interesting day. Skytree was a bit disappointing in the fact that the air quality wasn't the best, so I couldn't really see too far, but hopefully on the train tomorrow I can see Mount Fuji. I specifically reserved a seat on the right, and that should help me, and then that should be the seat that that's best for viewing Mount Fuji. I ran into a YouTuber, another YouTuber. I don't know if you guys know Paolo in Tokyo. He does quite a lot of informative videos about things like the smaller shopping districts, things to do in the rain, places to eat. Very fun guy, and we had a quick chat. So that was cool, seeing other YouTubers around here. Went around Asakusa, just had a few things to eat. Then, of course, OG Park, which is one of my favorite cherry blossom sites so far, considering that it's quite pretty. It's not the most impressive I've seen, but because the crowds weren't too massive, it was enjoyable. Compared to say Ueno or Shinjuku Koen, which is a bit too crowded. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna call it early night. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Good night.